Hello English students. Today we're going to talk a little bit about improving and honing your skills. During the first quarter of this semester, you focused on a lot of the basic skills of critical thinking, analysis, reading written works, analyzing it, and then writing about those things you were studying and researching. What I want you to focus on in the next 2 weeks is focus on improving and honing your writing skills. Everyone can make their writing skills better with just a little bit of practice. But it's going to take practice, practice, practice. Because your writing skills don't just get better on their own. Writing is the best way that has ever been developed for us to communicate our ideas and really, truly become equals. There's a famous story about a man in the American Old West named Sam Colt that developed a single-action revolver. And there's an old saying that, according to this, Sam Colt made all men equal. Now what they meant by making them equal is that it didn't matter how big you were, it didn't matter how strong you were, it didn't matter how good you were at fighting. If you had this single-action revolver, you know what they are. They're those guns that the cowboys have in the Old West. You cock them back and you can shoot somebody. They hold 6 bullets. Very famous guns. Look it up on YouTube if you don't know what it is. Anyways, Sam Colt supposedly made all men equal with his single-action army revolver, allowing them to not have to fight each other physically, but just with the pullback of a hammer, the pull of a trigger, and bam! You could really hurt somebody or kill them if you wanted to. That's great if that's what you want to do, but that's not really the great equalizer. Education is the great equalizer. Being able to express yourself in a form that others can understand so that way they get your point and get your message. And also, you being able to listen to somebody or read what they have written and completely understand their message and what it is they're trying to get across, that's the great equalizer. The great equalizer is your education, both being able to better understand somebody and being able to better make yourself understood by others. And that last part, that making yourself better understood by others when you speak or when you write, is what this course, the English course, is all about. Better communication. So how do we make ourselves a better communicator? It's going to start by elevating your writing. I want you guys to start taking a look at your written works and break them apart. Analyze what you're trying to convey in that message and think to yourself, can I make it any better? Can I change out some of the word use? Can I change some of the adverbs or adjectives that are being used? Can I cut out some of them? Can I condense this message and still have it mean the exact same thing? What is it that I can do to my paragraphs to make them better? All improvement of writing starts by taking a look at your message and saying to yourself, how can I make this message more clear? How can I make it more effective? How can I make it better? How can I change this writing so that way I appear to be a more credible writer? How can I change this writing so that the reader is going to better understand the message in a more concise and condensed way and still walk away from it understanding the message as I originally intended? How can I sprinkle in a little bit of logic? How can I sprinkle in a little bit of emotional appeal? How can I focus on making my message so well understood that there will be no doubt in the reader's mind exactly what it is that I'm trying to get across? If you can write that well, you don't need this class. But if you can't write that well yet, let's focus on it. So what we're going to do next is we're going to focus on a writing activity where you need to write down a couple of sentences and then revamp them or rewrite them. Information is going to be in your lesson this week, so make sure you follow it, make sure you pay attention to it, and in that connection discussion, make sure that you interact with your partners so that way you can write a well-developed, wonderful sentence or maybe even a paragraph or two that completely gets your point or message across without any miscommunication. Good luck with that, guys.